Today we were playing Blueprints, which is some sort of puzzle game. I've heard a little bit about it, but I don't know much. We're going to go in blind and see what we can figure out here. This was recommended as a game you might like if you liked the game Outer Wilds, which is a fantastic game. I can't recommend that enough. If you haven't played it, play that soon. If you like puzzles or mystery games, but it's also kind of exploration based, and I'm hoping this is somewhat similar. Let's figure out what this is all about. I've heard a little bit about it, and basically all I know is that we are in some type of ever-changing mansion. And I kind of just realized right now after thinking about it, Blueprints is a play on words. Blueprints, like a house blueprint. There we go, I'm going to shut up.
Of the Mount Holly estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
That is the Blueprints. So if I want my inheritance, I need to find this top secret room. Got it. Kind of digging the cell shaded, kind of like a anime looking vibe almost, I guess. What do we got here? Open only in the event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert Sinclair. Okay. And we have a blueprint. This will serve as useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You can access it with tab. Alright. I'm not gonna call it a day yet. Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 footprint. Okay. When you no longer have any footprints left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. Assume that might be it. Some cards on these paintings. I'm assuming a lot of stuff is going to be hints that I don't know about yet. Let's just pick a room, I guess. Select a room to draft. Bedroom. When you enter, you gain 2 footprints. Closet has 2 items. Or a hallway. I'm gonna get some extra footprints. See what's in here. Suppose that might be my grandma. Greetings from Reddington. The trunk is locked. Okay. Is it I get a diamond, 4 coins, or a spare room? I'll go with 4 coins. Let me see. So I'm trying to get to the antechamber, maybe? Well, maybe I need to start drafting rooms that'll lead me in that direction. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. 5 apples, 5 bananas, and 5 oranges. Okay, so fruit gives me steps as well. So... oh, okay, it shows me. Guest bedroom gives me 10 steps. That's kind of appealing. I think I'm gonna do that. I don't really know how valuable steps are, but I take it I'm gonna need them eventually. Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles, and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves. So, the billiards room has a mathematical puzzle. The kitchen had a note asking for 5 apples, oranges, and bananas. I think we're at a dead end now. I'm gonna head back to the beginning, and I think I'm gonna try to draft new rooms that head towards that antechamber. see, we gotta think about the location of this. I guess we can only, yeah, we can only go straight or a dead end. We don't want that. Corridor is always left unlocked. I'm gonna try this out. Storeroom, a key, a diamond, and some gold. Kitchen has food for sale, but has a gem requirement. So, I mean, this is the right turn that we need, and maybe I can get the apples and bananas, which I don't know if that's even necessary. I'm not sure what I need to do with them or if I need to do anything. Mount Holly Kitchen. Bananas are two coins? Club sandwich or bacon and eggs. Add morning room to today's draft pool. I don't have 8. I don't think one banana is going to help me enough. Well, let's get a banana. I got 3 steps at least. So, I need to go straight, really, I believe. Can't paint the wall, can I? Chapel. So some of them cost gems in order to draft. Well, I'm going to get a gem here. I think I'm going to choose this. Try the straight room first, see if I can just connect and get another West Wing Hall. This will give me a key. It might also block my path from the next drafting room. I'm going to try this one. Has a gym requirement. I have a gym. Maybe I should. What is this puzzle piece, though? I'm gonna have to try that. Another curious wind-up key, a component of the parlor game. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams? The Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back, involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. Okay. Glork, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining, as always. Okay, so this is the parlor game. The blue box is empty. This statement appears on another box. This statement appears on another box. Oh, it's a logic puzzle. I'm feeling particularly slow today. So one is a true statement, one is a false statement, and the other contains the key. So this statement appears on another box is true. So one of these is the true box. This statement appears on another box, and it can't be the false. Yeah, neither of them can be the false box, because this is true. So this is the false box. Am I doing this? Yeah, this is correct. One is true, one is false, and one contains a prize. This statement is true, so one of these is definitely true. They cannot be false because it's true, so this is definitely false. The blue box is empty, so the blue box has it. Yeah, I'm doing things. Oh, this is locked. I'm gonna need a key. Let's see. What kind of room can we draft off here? There's a breaker box, but it's a dead end. So if we do that, is it over, I guess? Commissary has items for sale, but will lead us the wrong way. We kind of need the chapel, I think. I still don't know what I'm doing here. I'm making some educated guesses. Just takes money to go through the chapel, I guess. If we do a hallway, we'll get... Well, the closet has 2 items, though. What are items? I don't even know. I think I'm gonna go with the hallway. So Glork, this is a puzzle game where I stand to get my inheritance from my great uncle or grandpa. I don't know what it is. Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. Okay. But in order to get my inheritance, I have to solve the puzzle of where I believe room 46 is in this mansion, which is kind of like an ever-changing puzzle mansion kind of thing. I am drafting these rooms, so I'm kind of picking the rooms that I want, which I believe eventually I need to go to the antechamber here. I'm assuming that's the goal. I'm making a lot of assumptions. And I have a limited amount of steps. As you can see here, I have 54 steps per day. I'm accumulating gems and coins. Lurk says my family is batshit crazy. That sounds correct. This guy seems to be a bit of a maniac. So hold up, this is a treasure map. So 4 down from this location. That'd be right here. I think if I can get here, I'm gonna find something special. Yeah, 1 over from the right and 4 down. That is it. I need to aim to get right there. The Fixed Stars, the Stargazer's Companion to Constellations. This book contains a complete star base, a list of constellations and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one on a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. So the North Star will give me 1 gold. The twins 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. The slice adds 3 steps. Diamond Disc Miner gives me a gem. The Southern Cross. Rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Apples are extra delicious. +1 key. +5 gems. Dead-end rooms are more common. Everything is 50% off. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers. Okay. So, how do I observe? Well, it's not that. Is that it, or do I need to go one more? Yeah, one more. Yeah, the music is pretty nice. It's nice and peaceful. Glork. How do I observe this thing, though? I should be able to see through that, right? I'm a little short. I gotta tilt it down. I need to go right one more. So the North Star, we got a gold. So some of those effects were actually negative. So sometimes it might not be beneficial to use this. See, we needed to get around here. So if we could go right or straight or both, that would be beneficial. Guess we're gonna go right with the boudoir. We need to go left, ideally. And the storeroom would give me a key, a gem, and some money. Combine inventory to create new items. I don't think so. I have to do the workshop because I need to continue in this direction. I think if we draft to the east and the north, we might be able to find that treasure chest. A song. Stones cut by hand and letters wrought do spell our secrets carved from thought. A message read is often lost among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. Stones cut by hand and letters wrought do spell our secrets carved from thought. A message read is often lost among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. If I remember music correct, that is that's a D note. Not sure. Be G. Yeah, I'm not gonna figure that out. A broken lever. Okay. What appears to be a broken lever. I'm gonna have to come back to this one. I got an E in there. The note is read, the letter is not. I will think about that one. The true box does not always contain the prize. The true box does not always contain the prize. Okay. So we need to go left, ideally. so we have to have this one. And that'll give us the most options anyway. We're trying to get to right there. Right? Yes. Yeah, the treasure map is leading us there. The patio, it has a gem requirement, but yeah, that appears to be the best option. Occasionally you may discover small mounds of dirt in certain rooms of the estate. With a shovel, one may be able to excavate these suspicious dig spots. Well, I don't have a shovel. Each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. I think I'm going to take a key, and that'll actually help me open the box at the entrance, I'm pretty sure. But now we just gotta... Oh. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Alright, I may have to do some note-taking, I suppose. Yeah, we need to get back to the entrance. I believe the entrance, or no, it was the bedroom near the entrance, has a chest that's locked. We could open up this while we're here. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps. I'm gonna try the closet out, see what 2 items is all about. Oh, okay, okay. Go ahead and open this up while we're here too, but I definitely want to go get that chest. Oh, the door is locked. We had another door that was locked here. But yeah, basically it's access to the same room. We'll try that. Do this to get my key back, because I'm not crazy, but I swore I had 2 keys. Just picked up a second one, but it's gone. The gold key? A long journey back to the beginning. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I kind of forgot. Every time I enter or exit a room, I lose a step. And I have a limited amount of those per day. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4 to get there, 4 to get back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dang, we're gonna burn up 14 steps doing this, but I really want to figure out what's in that treasure chest, just for knowledge's sake. It's probably gonna be something stupid like another key. Oh, but I just noticed every time we enter a bedroom, ooh, a key to the secret garden. Yeah, every time we enter a bedroom, we gain 2 steps. Now, there's no way I can cheese this and... No, we'd even out. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go back. Just need to make sure I don't take any missteps. Definitely be taking a left here. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. Okay, I see. This would give us the most options, but I kind of want to see what items we find in green rooms. Oh, I just need that shovel. Well, that sucks. A rumpus room. Coins. Not for long.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara.
Very ominous.
And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
I don't know what any of that means, but okay. A black cat with a red flag. I'm standing on a shore looking for something. A door with a moon on it that's always locked. An electronic key card. So there are electronically powered security doors, alright. We're figuring stuff out. The door is locked and I have no special key? Maybe the silver? Hey, alright. So don't we need to go to the left? We may actually need to go one left and backwards. So this adds the locker room, sauna, and pump room. Dark room, you cannot see floor plans while drafting. I think I'm gonna do the pool. It's gonna use my last gem. And the door to the left should be the treasure. Surely this is not gonna work. Yeah, it does not fit. Wait, did I just use that key? Oh, okay. The draft pool is your deck of potential floor plans. Each time you draft, 3 random floor plans are drawn from the draft pool for you to select from. The odds of drawing a specific floor plan may differ depending on the room. Some rooms are more rare than others. floor plans added to the draft pool are removed at the end of the day, and no running. We have no option but to go this way. And this appears to be a dead end. Dead end only, because we don't have a gem to craft this. So, I guess we might as well do this. Tomorrow we will start the day with 20 extra steps. What happens now that I'm at a dead end, though? Yeah, we're out of options, correct? Can't open this door. Yep, I think we just have to restart. I'm gonna call it a day. Tomorrow you will awake to find the rooms of the estate as well as your current inventory will have been reset. I'm calling it. Oh, if we did well or not. So let's run that back. Extra steps, so that's a good start. Now surely the treasure's not here again. I think everything resets every day. Yeah, notice the playing cards are the same. I thought they might change and reveal some type of hint. There's gotta be something to the color coding of the rooms. I'm gonna try to keep things as open as possible. Picking the rooms with 3 entrances as often as I can. It's a puzzle piece. Still not entirely sure. I'm gonna pick that again. Or maybe it's a puzzle itself. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, one's always true, one's always false, and one has the prize. Small coin purse. Each time you collect 3 coins, earn an additional 1 coin in interest. Well, I wish that's how it worked. This is the blue box. That's true. The blue box is true. That is true as well. The blue box is empty, so that's gotta be false, right? One is true, one is false. That's true. The blue box is true, but that doesn't really matter. That doesn't have to be true. But that means that this one is false. The blue box is it again. Room will give me 2 steps. This will give me a key. I'm going to go with the key. don't have any coins, so we cannot summon the chapel. We have to go with the storeroom, I suppose. Hey, we got a gold key. This backtracking does cost us a little bit in the currency of steps. Pantry would give us 4 coins, which would actually give us 5 with the coin purse. The utility closet, I kind of want to see what this breaker box is all about. Key card entry system, we can turn that off. Know what this is. Garage is on. The dark room off, maybe? Yeah, we're messing things up. See, let's go back in here. Star for each time you've drafted the observatory. Be nice, but we're kind of limiting. We'd be down to 1 exit of a room. We're gonna try it though. Oh, it gives you 1 star. Collectively? So it seems like that carries over, actually. Should have given us a few chests. Here we go. A little bit of a come up there. We're doing good. Try the pantry and get some coin. Your purse is coming in handy. Gave us a few extra coins already. Passageways are expensive. The security room will allow us to view the inventory of all items currently in the house. I think we're gonna do that. Yeah, that's me. It's your boy. Blue memos are true, red memos are lies, unless written by hand. So is this actually showing us the items on these screens, or blue memos are true, keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Okay. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to gain entry. So we need access levers, because that is a lie. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns, blah 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 blah. Terminal password is something scratched out. So it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at the electronic computer terminals. Welcome to Mount Holly Security. I'm going to view the inventory. Following is a detailed list of items currently in the house that have yet to be collected. Oh, okay. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be unlocked with an electronic key card. The key card system is currently offline. Security level determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in your estate. I don't know if I want more or less. So, okay. So I had access to the breaker room, and I turned off the power to the doors. And in offline mode, if they're unlocked, that will open them, so I won't even need a key card. So if I have that set, I would actually like more security doors, because they should naturally be unlocked if I'm understanding this correctly. So any security doors that I run into now should actually be open, I think. The locksmith has keys for sale. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. It is the best room out of those 3. One key for 5 gold, 8 gold for a special. I think I'm gonna... Ooh, a lockpick kit. You know, I think I might save up some more gold if I can. Yeah, because I don't just want one key. Ideally, I think I'd like a lockpick kit, and I have 55 steps, so I got steps to burn. I could always come back if I get the gold. We want the bedroom. of sucks because we now have only one exit. You know, every time I really need to open stuff up, I need to get to the north and get like a multi-corridor thing going on. Draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. Let's see what that's all about. Drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. I think that's what this room is. Still only have one exit though. Gonna redraw. Gotta go with this one. I'm limited to one exit. I think that is maybe a mistake from me choosing the wrong rooms, so to speak, in the beginning. Thankfully, we had a key. Got a shovel, though. Locked. So I'm already at a dead end. See, I could have bought a key. Where the heck was it? I thought I had isn't there a locksmith room? Oh, yeah. Spare room would actually take us to where the treasure map led us last time, which I think has changed, but it's worth trying. The antechamber lever in the greenhouse is broken again. I don't think there is enough time to put in another work order before Simon arrives. So just make sure the west and east levers are operational. Floor plan upgrade disc. Insert into one of the estate terminals to permanently upgrade one of your floor plans. The terminals, is that in the security area? What is this? Bridget, please check if any books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. Flight of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Herrings of the Major. Had a little trouble reading the Baron's writing, so I am not sure if the last title is intended to be hearings or herrings, but knowing Herbert, I suspect either would be suitable. What's that? Oh. We have unlocked a secret safe. I think I would put the discs in here, right? Run payroll. After running this process, checks will be placed in each staff member's rooms. This includes the servants' quarters and maid chamber, currently in the estate. Alright. Spread gold in the estate. Coins are spread, yeah, throughout the estate. That sounds good to me. Terminal password. We do not know that. Insert disk. There we go. This should upgrade our floor plans. Storeroom data has been found on this upgrade disk. You will now have the chance to permanently enhance this room with one of 3 different floor plans. Key, 1 more diamond, or 9 more coins. I think I'm going to do the coins this time. I think we have a code for this. Or we can find that information somewhere. Laboratory has a... Oh, I don't have any gems left. I guess we'll go with the dining room. We're out of keys. For the rotunda. Oh. We're at a dead end again. Well, we have upgraded a floor plan at least, if so. Actually, what we did earlier, distributed paychecks. Yeah, distributed paychecks to all the workers' rooms. One of them is the maid room. And coins. So I think if we search carefully, we might have enough coins to get another key, which will let us progress. Yeah, there we go. So, 10 gold. Might actually be able... Yeah, we might actually be able to buy a lockpick set. And there definitely is a lot of gold now. But yeah, we've got enough to get the lockpick kit. Not sure how it works, but we'll occasionally be able to open some locked doors. That's better than not. Man, if we had one more coin, which we should be able to find, if we hit that office building, that increases and kind of spreads coin everywhere. So if we backtrack, maybe we can find some more. Yeah, it would be nice to have 3 keys instead of just purchasing. There we go. We got 25 steps though. We should probably start conserving them and not take any extra steps. Each time we enter or exit a room, it's going to take one away. And we're kind of running short already. Thankfully, from the last time, we did something that gave us 20 extra steps, which we're dipping into right now. So that was definitely a good move ending that way. See, that was the only locked... Yeah, that was the only locked room and the only exit we have available. Should have tried the lockpick. Just wasted a key, I think. Well, it's a dead end anyway. What is this? An ivory die. While drafting, you may use a die to roll new floor plans. Well, that would be nice if I got that before the final dead end. So I guess we've got to call it a day. Maybe there's a trick to getting more rooms that I want. I'm thinking the color coding to each room has something to do with the pool or something, because there has to be a system to this, I would assume, to where you can always get to the antechamber. Because, yeah, if it's left purely up to RNG, then, you know, that wouldn't make for a fun experience. I think there's a lot of information that I don't have. I'm enjoying it so far. Learning about everything is pretty cool, and I see the comparisons that people have made to that Outer Wilds game, where it's kind of information based. So this run, I'm gonna try to prioritize picking rooms that have the most exits. Naturally, it's gonna be none of these. Hey, the Cairneys, welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Let me see. I really don't want to end with a dead end. Man, that breaker box. I'm gonna have to do it though. This breaker box seems to be beneficial for these security doors. Oh, it's established. What's up, man? Welcome, welcome. Toggling of breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Please call DC Power if you... Okay. So, last time we turned off the keycard entry system, and we found the security room which would open them all up. But if we don't find that security system, it won't open them all up. So maybe we better leave this, and actually, I'm gonna turn the garage power on because it's always off. So I assume that's gonna help me. Yeah, today we're playing this Blueprints game. Established. It's I have an inheritance from my great grandpa or uncle. I didn't listen, which is horrible of me. And in order to get it, I've got to find the secret room in this estate. So every time we exit a room, we pick those drafts right there, which changes our destination. And I'm assuming we need to get to this antechamber. But as of now, I have no idea how, and I'm slowly putting all this information together. The den, so some of these rooms cost to draft. Some of them don't, and I want to pick the ones with the most exits to kind of keep my options open. I think there actually is a library. I read about it in one of the rooms, and something to do with some books. So this is a puzzle room. We found out in the first run that one box displays only true statements, one displays false, and the other has a prize. So through logic, we got to figure out which one's which. The statement on the white box is true. There is a second wind-up key in this room. I don't think there is. So there is not a second wind-up key, so this box is false. Yes, this box is false. And then one will be true, and the other has the prize. The second wind-up key in this room, so this is false as well. This box and the white box are both empty. Now hold up. The statement on the white box is true. There's a second wind-up key in this room. That's false, right? I'd really need to make sure there's not a second one before I pick. Yeah, so this is false. So one of these must be true. This box and the white box are both empty. There's a second wind-up key. So this can't be true. So this has to be true. So it's got to be the blue box. Okay. I just saw check under the lamps. I'm kind of wish I would have. There we go. That just gives us some gems. We might be able to draft some new rooms. I'm still down to one exit, which I feel like is a calculated mistake on my part. We definitely want 2 exits. So the observatory is persistent through the resets, so to speak. Every time we come in here, we're granted, there it is, we're granted 1 star. As we get more stars, we get different bonus effects. Some of them seem detrimental. So 1 star, we get gold. 2 stars, we get 2 trunks. 3, we get 3 steps. Dead end rooms are more common, so we need to avoid getting 12, I guess. What do the gems do, Glork? The gems help us to draft different rooms, because sometimes in order to draft a certain room, we must have a gem, and sometimes we must have multiple gems. So that gave us 3 steps, and every time we come back here, oh no, the next time we come back, it's going to be a different prize, so to speak, or bonus. And then we don't want dead ends. Have to pick that one. Yeah, we can. I don't know what the purpose is, but we can go up here. Oh, this has a... I believe it has a control that changes the pitch. Yes. So on our first or second run, we had to come up here to get that down there because we're a little short. So we had to make sure it's at eye level here. And we haven't had to mess with it since, so that may be the last time we have to interact with that. A little on the short side. So we got the security room. This is good actually. With, let me see, with the breaker box and the security room, I believe we can open all security key card doors. We learned last run that the blue notes are true. Keycard security access doors are more likely to appear in higher ranks. And the red ones are untrue unless they're handwritten. So the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required. So that's false. We can disregard that. And now I think we access this terminal. Welcome to Mount Holly Security. Let me see. We can view the inventory of things we haven't picked up, which is nothing. Keycard system is operational. We need to... Okay, if I remember correctly, we need to turn the security level up. Oh, whoops. Didn't realize I was muted. We do not have a security key card. I don't know how much I muted myself. In the first run, we got a security key card, but we never found a door. And the second run, we found the security room and the breaker box, but we never found a door again. So hopefully we have just unlocked them. And then hopefully we find one and see what's behind one of those doors. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential 4. Oh, that does not sound good. But everything else is a dead end. Oh, well, thank you, Glork. Thank you for telling me I was muted. I did not realize. You know, we're going to try this room out. Or, I don't know, this will give us 10 more steps. I'm going to do that. There's a game in the billiards room. I remember reading this. Game in the billiards room. It's a mathematical puzzle. Hey, what is this? Spare set of car keys. Oh. Hey, the garage, okay. Well, it's a dead end, but we have the car keys. Maybe I should figure out what the car is all about. I'm gonna do it. Make sure nothing's around before I hop in this car. Christoph, this is the 3rd time this month you and the car have been gone when your services were required. I don't care how long you have been driving for his lordship. Your absences must be accounted for. Garage does... Oh, what do we got? Keys? So, free keys in the garage. I wonder where this is going to take us. Really wondering if it's just dumb luck that... Oh, what's this? The drop-off address is 14227 Sandy Heights, a small garage on the south edge of Trinsdale. The goods are already secure and in the trunk, so just unload and get back here before noon. I've seen Sinclair's schedule and I don't think he'll be requesting the car today, but you never know when the cat will want to get some hair. Tomorrow will likely be the last delivery, and I believe Denny already has payment ready. So I think this driver... Ooh, the trunk on the back, yes. Good idea. I might have... Hey! An upgrade disc. So this will permanently upgrade one of our floor plans. I think we need to put this in here and get that done before we possibly end the day. Good call. Established. You saved me right there. I would have missed this, which is a big deal. So we can upgrade it to be 2 keys. 1 key plus bacon and eggs. 1 key plus you always draw library while drafting in this room. Hey, man, you mentioned the library. You know, I'm going to take that as some sort of synchronicity or serendipity, and I'm going to pick that one. I feel like the library is important. You just happen to mention that, and it's here. Yeah, I think we are being guided by unseen forces. So I guess we gotta can we deliver or no? That's just the trunk. I would have missed that completely probably. Maybe we can go outside? So yeah, it looks like this might be the end of our run unless I find access to a different room. I'm outside of the place now. This is different. I think the 9 times out of 10 library has a secret room. All right. Got the inside scoop from established now, so we got an advantage. Woo, the west gate has been permanently unlocked. Permanent changes do not reset each day. All right. So finding that car key was probably a big bonus here. Anything that unlocks new areas immediately is very desirable. Oh! Rooms in your house will be more likely to contain dig spots today. Shelter protects you from the negative effects of the next 3 rooms drafted. So, I think we're at a dead end, so we might as well get 2 special items and see what they are. Is that a minesweeper? Oh, a metal detector. Greater chance of finding keys and gold. Watering can. The first time you enter each green room, use 1 water to gain 1 gem. So this is going to be a big bonus, I think. Starting off each one able to open this will give us some little perk. And that should help us with our future exploration. So yeah, the library seems to be a pretty big deal. Yeah, what do we got here? So I think we've reached the end of the road for today. Let's call it a day. We are definitely making progress each time we run through the house. We've got a couple floor plan upgrades, which I feel like are very valuable actually. I think unlocking that tool shed is a big deal. Should be able to go out and go right to it and get ourselves a little bonus right off the bat. Special floor plans now cost additional steps instead of diamonds. Items for trade or shelter protects you from the negative effects of the next 3 red rooms drafted. I'm gonna try the special floor plan cost steps, I think. Dear Mr. Ravane, your half-hearted dedication and maintenance of the grounds have been greatly appreciated. However, I regret to inform you that your services as groundskeeper at Mount Holly will no longer be required effective immediately. Oh, this guy got fired. This decision has been made after careful consideration and is based upon repeated observations and documented instances of neglect in the performance of your duties. The state of the green rooms in particular has deteriorated significantly over the last few months, which reflects poorly on the rest of the staff. You are required to vacate the hovel by the 20th of March, ensuring all tools and equipment belonging to the estate are returned to the tool shed in good condition. Your final wages will be settled promptly upon completion of these instructions. We thank you for your time and service and wish you the best in your future endeavors. So the green rooms have deteriorated in quality somehow. There's a patch of dirt if we only had a shovel. Hey, what is that? Lighting fires? Where the hell was that? It was up top somewhere. Now I suppose I can't get in the garage from this way. Oh, no I can't. I think we're going to go with the hallway. We definitely need to keep our options open. Retrieve one item, or wait, check one item and retrieve it on another day. That might be useful. I think we're going to gain 10 steps, though. You know, that coat check might be a very valuable move in the future, though. Ooh, a magnifying glass. Inspect documents of the estate more closely. You will always draw library when drafting. I think that's going to be the move. Need to figure out what this library is all about. Discover less common floor plans while drafting in the library. We're not even going to be able to draft though because there's no exit. I guess we got to go with the corridor. And I kind of want to... I want to see the library, but I think it's useless. We'll try it again next time. Parlor has a puzzle. Yeah, we might as well. We know the deal. One's true, one's false. The gems are on the desk. There are gems. Nope. No, there are not gems. So this statement is false. One of these has to be true. The gems are in this box. The gems are on the floor. This one has to be true. We want the spare room just to keep our options open. The reading room might have gems on the desk. Okay, I will keep that in mind. The storeroom will give us some money. The den is the only one with connecting exits, so I'm gonna have to go with that. I think one of the consistent mistakes I've made is choosing rooms for their item benefit when I really needed rooms with more exits. Secret passage leads to a room of a color of your choice. I mean, it looks like a dead end, but I'm gonna give it a try just to see what it's all about. Key to the bedroom, gold sink, red roller. Oh, okay. So whichever one I pick, I suppose. What is gold? I don't think I've seen gold before. None of it really mattered because I'm just back at the entrance. Okay. How nice. Ah, the security room. I feel like I gotta go with that every time I get the option. It's gonna cost me 3 steps though. It is the best choice though, as far as I can tell. Make sure... Oh, what is that all about? Wonder what this magnifying glass is for, actually. The observatory would upgrade the amount of stars. The bedroom would give us a couple extra steps. I think I'm gonna have to take the steps. Can you open that chest? Did I miss a chest? Ooh, I can't go back. If I go back, I'll burn a step. Where was the... Did I miss a chest? I'm not sure. scared to burn my steps up. See the pantry. Oh, the billiard room. That's a new puzzle. So it said it was a math-related puzzle, and that I didn't have to know how to play darts in order to complete this puzzle. A note somewhere to maybe explain a little bit. Can't really make sense of this. Definitely. That's a single 13, a 2, and a 5. How many balls are left on the pool table? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Six, 7 balls left on the pool table. That is a math-related puzzle. 13, 3 and 2. Don't really want to brute force this and cheat my way. And there were 7 pool balls on the table. Would it be 20 if you added 13 and 7 together? No? Might have to come back to this one as well. Definitely need to read that note again if I enter the office. I might have to start taking screenshots. Staff notice. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, any staff may draft saw, whatever that means. See, the pantry would get... We kind of need some coins. We're broke. A couple steps at least. Forgot we're requiring steps instead of gems. That may have been a mistake. I feel like I can find enough gems laying around. Hey, I can open this chest. Who can we rob, Glork? That's what we need to figure out. I think I'm technically robbing this place too. And we're already down to just one exit. Passageway has... It's locked. Okay. Ooh, the boiler room. Or the breaker box. So the breaker box... that would allow us to use the security room in combination to unlock the security key doors. But we'd be running low on steps. That cost 2, 3, 4, 5 to get back. 5 to get back from there. Yeah, we're gonna have to go with the boiler room. Yes, we're in the green. Whatever that means. I guess we'll make a series of connections here. What are we trying to power that up? It's gotta be. And that does a bridge. This. That's gotta be it, right? What is this red thing? We don't want that. Yeah, let's see what that gets us. Oh, okay. I think that's the opposite of what we want. We definitely want that. How about... Okay, that's another power source. Can't very well activate this though, can I? I'm sure it's not a timing related thing. Oh, maybe it is. I assume that's in the green. That's in the green. Why is it not supplying power? Oh, here we go. Okay. That should be providing steam for this. It's our new source of power. That would give us 3 exits, but we would no longer be able to see all 3 of our potential floor plans. That's kind of a big deal. I think I'm going to try it. I've not seen it before. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book Swimbird had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. It's her second time winning this prestigious honor, previous medal, blah blah blah. She was no stranger to the public eye. The niece and closest living relation, Sinclair, that's my boy here. Marion began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations one might make with the Sinclair family. Never considered herself a success. My son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime. So as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there. She elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son. And in his inflexible love of the color red, a statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed that book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. Still kind of confused about the magnifying glass. Detained by the Red Guard, Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of the 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming them a person of interest. In the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday, although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed by authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Blackwater. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in the statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply the victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. Theft was politically motivated. Go back to the tank, it had a diagram on it. Yeah, I think I still need to link up, oh, I shouldn't have stepped into this room. That's my mistake. I still need to link up, some power to this thing. Is that'll get half of it. Ooh, I think one more input should do. If I can get, now maybe I have to get them all 3. Need to get the steam flowing into this boiler chamber. That gives me access to the elevator. But this would power that half. I think I need to be able to get up there through the elevator. To be able to lower this gate. Or activate this elevator. But that would stop me from being able to supply this side. So I think by some means we have to... Oh, that is not it. Let me see what this red... What does that do? It unlocks that door. Supplies this half. I think I need to go up here and reroute the 3rd power source. Yeah, that'll supply that half, but I do need this door open. Oh, here we go. I think I got it now. So we will link this to the right half of this. Elevator is still active. Link this to the left half of this. The elevator is not active, but should be able to reroute this. There we go. The gate is open. What do we have here? We did it. That is correct, Glork. We did do it. One might say we did that. Now, am I going to disable this? No, it's active. Okay. So whatever this thing has done, it has done. Ooh, what is this? It's still active, right? I don't have to supply it with power here. Okay, we're good. I'm not sure what it does. It has power roaming through the air ducts, though. Ooh, okay, this is one of those security doors. I did not choose the breaker room, though, so we're gonna have to find a key if we want to get into here. We got options, though. Archived floor... Oh, okay. This is the effect of the archives. Don't really want to gamble that. I think we'll choose the chapel and lose a coin. Get 5 steps, but it cost us 3. Oh man, guess we're just gonna try this one. Some keys that probably won't matter because we're gonna run out of steps, y'all. Got a lot of gems though. Let me see. Check one item and retrieve it on another day. Items for sale. Man, I shouldn't be trying the archived one, but yeah, we got some items at least. Man, I wish I could buy some more steps. Got some keys. I might have to just throw those into the coat check room so I can start off the next run with a key. Oh, I don't have a coat check room. I didn't pick that. My bad. The office. Oh man, here's the breaker box. Well, we can open that security room and see what is behind that door then. Hopefully I set the settings. I did not set the settings correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's no way we're gonna be able to... No way we'll make it back. I really thought I set those settings. Maybe I didn't. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the stream to make sure... that's how it works. We want to go north. Man. Yeah, the steps requirement, instead of the gems, is actually kind of sucks. Hey, we got a laboratory? Yep, experimental house features. This machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room. We have it. Just don't know what any of these numbers mean. I mean, we're just gonna hit all these switches for science sake. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm definitely breaking this machine. Battery pack provides juice to battery-powered contraptions, sorry. Heating and cooling curves, H2O melting point at 0.1 ppt to 0.5. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm reading. I'm a science man. I have no idea what's going on. I typically work over at Cinco Labs, but got sent over here for a month to assist more with the new turbine tests. I think I need some help. For the past 3 days, I've been unable to find the laboratory on the estate. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical, and if so, how do you get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way the doors work, but I must admit I did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. Got a terminal. Experiment setup. In the laboratory, you are free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. Choose a cause and an effect. The next 3 times you open a locked trunk, when you draft a hallway from another hallway, immediately set your steps to 40. Ooh. Okay. Set your dice to 2 or gain 1 key for every 2 hallways in your house. The next 3 times you open a locked trunk, set your step. I think immediately we're gonna have to set my steps to 40. Yep. So we got some steps back. Or wait. Yeah, there we go. We got steps back. Research logs. No experiments found. I can pause the experiment. Okay. Still don't know what this machine is all about. Are we trying to get the energy at this level? Right there? We got 40 steps. We can... How much would it cost to go back to security and unlock this door? Hold up a second. Wasn't this the locked door? Maybe it just took a second to open? Oh, absolutely. Those steps were definitely the move. I was about to run out. So this is our only option. And we have a key. We are in luck. Launder currency. Launder it for what? The garage would give us 3 keys. But we don't have the keys for the trunk of the car. Neither of these have an extra exit. I think we have to go with this one. Shoes? Give me those shoes. Rank 8. What is it? So the boudoir is rank 4. I guess that's the rank of the room we have reached. Man, that's going to give us 2 exits. Well, 1. I think we have to go with it. Give me a glass of wine. Perhaps some cheese. What determines the rank of the room? I mean, I know it's probably just how far in we are. Maybe. Check and retrieve 1 item. May draw new floor plans. I think I'm gonna have to try that one. At least we get a wider range of choice here. Yeah, I know how this works. And with 2 exits, maybe we get 2 chances to oh, we don't have any keys. Kitchen sells food. This place is confidential. We're gonna re-roll. Wine cellar gives gems. Conference room. Whenever items would be spread throughout the house, they are placed in this room instead. I mean, it gives us 2 exits. I think we have to choose it. Safe code 9083. Let's see, the safe was for the office, which I don't think I drafted an office this game. But it did say that red notes were false. Unless they were hand drawn. Yeah. We are unsure. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout your house. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several of the rooms currently on your estate. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered in this room instead. Oh, thank you, sir. You are a gentleman for marking down the safe code. We might... Hopefully we run into the safe. That seems like a pretty big item. Keycard reader does not appear to be powered on. So... I can't remember why this one... This was a keycard reader door. Somehow we got it open, though. With the combination of the breaker box and the security room, we should be able to disable them, but that would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 steps back, and 9 steps to return. That'd be 18, and we'd be left with 12 steps. Yeah. Man, I mean, we'd be left with 12, but it might cost to open. Actually, we'll gain 2 steps back, so it'll cancel out some. We'll probably be left with 14. Let's try... Oh, we definitely need to go back. We have no choice. We are locked behind 2 security keycard rooms. Yep, we have to go back to security. So, south, south, east. Okay, south, south. I swore that I could have sworn that I set the offline mode to be open. Maybe I'm just losing my mind, though. I don't know why I wouldn't, because I don't stand to gain anything by not. Detour through the bedroom, we should get a couple steps back. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't set this to... Security level high. I guess I didn't. We want to set it to high since we have control and offline mode. Oh my god. Thank you for letting me know I'm muted. I don't even know how I get muted. Okay, so that was good we unlocked that. I don't think I can climb any ladders. I tried, but let me see the office. That's where the safe is. Okay. Right, so I should be able to access the safe now. Let me see if that note is the same. And wasn't there an upgrade disc? I thought this had a note about the billiards game too. I think I'm confusing it. I believe this was 9038. $9083. So it was on a red note, which would indicate that it's false, I suppose. 083. I don't understand the point of having false information out there like that. See what's on this computer here. I'm going to spread gold, because why not? And I suppose oh, can only run payroll once a week. Alright. I did push clear. 9083. Yeah, that is it's a lie, I guess, because it's on a red note, unless it's handwritten. But where is the real information then in that case? Bunk room counts as 2-bedroom, which... A bedroom would give me 4 steps. Yeah, I mean, I think I have to at this point. Oh, it did not give me 4 Hey, there we go, bananas. Alright, we're back in business. We got some steps. Clearly some type of, is that like an Atari? ColecoVision? Some type of video game system. Hey, a hamster. My boy. Yes, we have been to the archive room. And that's why we're getting these confidential drafts that we can't see what they are, which is very detrimental. But it did gave us access to the laboratory, which at least gave us some steps, but there is a machine in there that I still don't understand. There we go. Keys for sale, we don't need that. Maid's chamber gives us one exit. Less likely to find items if we open that up though. Which that sucks. Oh, you think the magnifying glass would help in the archive room? Trouble is I can't. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I couldn't make it there and back again. I think I'm so close to the antechamber. I think I'm gonna try this. That bell. Okay, H.S. Sinclair has died. Blah 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 blah. Oh, it's locked. No way. What a way to go. We should be able to make it back to the archives then and see if we can use that magnifying glass. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 down. and then some turns. I do hope that magnifying glass comes in handy here. I wish I could understand this. Offhand, it does not make any sense to me. I feel like there is some missing information. There's just this one note over here. Yeah, I don't know what this magnifying glass would be used for. This is a long story about Marion Marigold getting accused of a crime. Could not locate the driver that took her somewhere before she was lost. Look at what people are doing in the photos. That is a good idea. He's typing on a typewriter. I have not seen one of those around here. She is reading a book. These guys. Seeing anything unless I'm missing something. Alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders breaching the south wall, brandishing firearms. They broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia had arrived, the burglars had simply vanished. I must admit I skimmed over this. And actually, okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to record this just so I have all the information in case I want to revisit it while I'm not in the stream. And then I can feel stupid for not paying close enough attention. I'm even going to magnify over the pictures lest I miss something. You let me know if you saw something that I didn't, though. Because it is a shame that I got this magnifying glass and I didn't find anything important. Okay, yeah, I will. I will come back to that. Needed a key. Only got 2 steps. I think I want to just run out of steps just to see what happens here. Oh, I'm exhausted from taking too many steps. Call it a day. Okay. Reached 8. West Wing favored 7 bedrooms. I don't even know what that means. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It does seem like a good game. I mean, it's very thought-provoking. And I really like puzzle games like this that aren't just simple puzzles like Tetris or whatever, you know. Although I do enjoy Tetris. But I mentioned in the beginning of the stream this was recommended by people who like a game called Outer Wilds. Not to be confused with The Outer Worlds, And I would highly recommend playing Outer Wilds. It is a fantastic game. Don't even look up any information about it, because it's a very unique game where information is all that matters. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna grab a glass of water. Let me put on some entertaining music. And give me one moment. I will be right back. Stay tuned. You say 7 bedrooms and 7 balls left on the pool table. Yeah, I don't understand. It said something West Wing 7 rooms, but I had actually made it through 8. I mean, if this even is what it means, if it really is the West Wing being right here, or maybe I'm in the West Wing. Many mysteries to solve. But yes, give me one moment. I will be right back. And I just realized I did not activate the music for you. I'm an asshole, sorry. Okay. Fresh start. I mean, 10 steps. Oh, okay, you can. Yes, that's right. I forgot. Okay, I forgot how I had my audio set up. Thank you. That technical support information actually helps a lot. So 10 steps would be nice. But a spare room would allow us another exit. I think I'm gonna do the steps. Oh, you started downloading the game? That's awesome. We'll be done in 7 minutes. That is fantastic. We might be able to share information then, and between the both of us, maybe finish this thing. So, also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It was well worth the wait though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles, and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. So all we know is that it's mathematical. That's the only hint, really. Just wanted to write you a quick note. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. So simply knowing that the dart game is mathematical should allow us to solve it. Kind of makes me feel dumb. You always draw the library. I gotta go with that, because that did have the secret. Let me see, what was it? That allowed us to choose the color of the next room through a secret door, I believe. Yep, we will take the library. Wait, did I just... Oh, no, we're good. Get an apple, so that's nice. Book request form. In library use only. Books and periodicals requested with this form will be pulled and available the next time you draft the library. Okay. Huh. Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. Swimbird. Swimbird is the book that was mentioned in the archive. The Fixed Stars. I feel like that was the one that was in the observatory. History of Orindia. Caleb Manning, that was the author who is tied to Marion Marigold. Both of them mentioned in the archives. And Drafting Strategy. Go and grab the books on the list. You know, I think I'm definitely going to request Swimbird. Pulled and available, Swimbird, because I'm Simon P. Jones. That's good to know. Can only select one. Yes, I'm hoping that Swimbird allows me to learn more about Marion, who was accused of a crime somehow indirectly related to a politically motivated jewel heist. Kind of skimmed over it, which is why I'm glad I recorded it in case I need to go back. The house directory is a great resource for information. If you wish to read more about a specific room in your house, press R to pull up the directory. It's an unusual. It's drafted one time. Okay, that's good to know. And so I have requested that book the next time I draft this library. I should find the Swimbird book, which I think is integral to understanding some main component to the story. Scrapbook. Baron of Mount Holly names nephew provisional heir. That is me, Simon P. Jones. My favorite floor plans. So, can't seem to ever pass up the parlor. The most drafted. Oh, okay. Most drafted or reading nook. Parlor and hallway, most paid for the observatory. Okay, so it's like some stats. And I can make contraptions. Largest purchase was a key pack. Most avoided. Commissary, the nursery, and the dark room. Alright, so it's just some little fun facts. Records, total time 2 hours, total days 5, blah blah blah. Don't have a gem to do the secret passage, dang. The freezer freezes your accounts. Money and gems will not reset at the end of the day, and they cannot be adjusted or used until tomorrow. I think I'm going to go with that, and I will try to stack money and gems. Oh. They're frozen at 0. Never mind, that was a huge mistake. I did not understand that. Wait, maybe I can thaw this stuff out? There are keys and various notes. What does that say? This definitely was a mistake, though. I should have came to this room after I've accumulated gems and money. Oh, is that maybe in the breaker room? Controls the freezer? Dang, what? I already can't go anywhere? 'Cause I don't have gems? Oh boy. I might as well check a key in. Do not currently have any unique items, so keys do not work. See, I didn't even hit that tool shed. You know, I'm gonna call it a day. I messed up a little bit. Good to know about the freezer room, though. It's the dawn of a new day. There is still hope for me yet. Always draw a library, so right off the bat, I can get access to that book. About to record this in case this has information that I skim over like the last one. So I can tell who has Simon. So I've read this book 8 years ago. Here we go. I am a dare bird, a daring and brave bird. Diving so deep bird, a ride on the wave bird. There's not a dare I would not do, there's not a depth I would not dive to. However, my friends are not very open to the idea that I like the sky less than the ocean. Bird in the sky, not in the sea. That is what they say when looking at me. You are not seabird, you are not swim bird. If you are a friend bird, fly in the wind bird. And shouldn't you always listen to friends, for they know me best, or so they pretend. So I dare not dive, and I dare not swim, and I dare not step foot in the ocean again, and I dare not smile, and I dare not laugh, for they will do it for me and on my behalf. And I dare not dream, and I dare not speak, for maybe my friends won't like the real me. And I will say goodbye to my dreams in the sea, and wonder why daring feels just like defeat. Alright, so that was a children's book. Maybe there is not much relevant information. So Miss Peterson has loaned this book out a lot. Herbert S. Sinclair, my dead great uncle, I believe, took it out first. Anne Babbage, that name sounds familiar. Detective Bon Margle. I don't think I missed anything. It did seem just like a children's book. Wonder the records, the stats. Kind of wonder if as I unlock other books, they become available on those pedestals down there. It seems funny those ones up there are located and have information, but these are blank. Where was the request form? I thought it was on the table here. I'd like to request another book. Oh, weight room. Lose half your steps. Combine inventory to create new items. Or the aquarium, which is every color of room. I think I'm going to do the weight room just to do it for once. I know it has a very bad effect, but I wonder if the only benefit is just that it gives me 3 exits. I mean, a guest bedroom will get me some steps back. I think I'll do it to try to balance that out. Don't think I've done the dark room before. Terrifying. So I'm sure there's stuff to read here, but because the lights are off, I probably can't read them. Since I can't read, I'm just gonna have to guess. Try this one. Hey, we got the parlor. The other 2 boxes are true. The other 2 boxes are blue. That's false. The other 2 boxes are empty, so it's got to be the black box. Could use the coins and an exit. Maybe the boiler room or the breaker box will be able to light up the room while shutting down the freezer. Yeah, definitely. I have seen the dark room on the breaker box, so that's definitely going to be the key to turning that on. I feel like it controls the freezer. Ooh, a secret passage. Here we go. Yep, that's going to be it. So do I want it to be a purple room, green room, or orange, or... I've never seen a gold. Unless I'm colorblind. Oh, the locksmith. Okay. The showroom. I've not seen that. Or the aquarium. I've seen the locksmith. It's good, but I want to see a new room. See, that has 2x. Yeah, I'll go with the aquarium. Entering the gym, you lose 2 steps. Not bad though. At least I get an exit out of it. Can I actually play basketball? Diamonds in each room. Hey, the breaker. That's what we need. Look in the fish tanks for letters and notes. Okay. Turn the dark room on. Might as well do the garage. Kill the security guards. Kill the gym just because it's here. See no effect from that though. Look at it, they're kind of replicas of the rooms, are? Maybe they're just... yeah, they kind of are. Wonder if there's a meaning behind them. Seven locked doors. Only got 1 key though. Do the archive, that'll open up a couple options for me. Lork, you're pretty sure you ate too many french fries. Yeah, you gotta be careful about that. I gotta find the security room if I want to disable access or enable access to those doors. Gamble for an exit here. We got nothing. Provides juice to battery powered contraptions. Oh. Okay, if I had another unique item, I could combine it. Left 1 door all the way at the beginning. That's quite a mistake. Now I gotta waste a ton of steps to get back there. Yeah, there should be something readable here. Oh my god, I was muted again. I do I do this every time. Yes, I definitely need the magnifying glass. While drafting, you may spend gems to redraw floor plan. Okay, no. We gotta try this. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know what's going on. Now I just need that magnifying glass. Supposedly, I can play this with only knowledge of math. Symbols over here. Plus, minus, times, divided. Plus, minus, times. And then 1 and 6. So I'm about to brute force this and try to reverse engineer the answer. One of these numbers has to be correct. I can understand the relationship between the solution and the two options right there. Should be able to set up an algebraic equation. It's assuming that one of these is the answer. Okay, so it's 5 and 7. It's the relationship between 5, 1, 6, and 7. And 4. A lie. I have no idea. Five and then 1 and 6 were highlighted. Oh, 6 plus 1 is 7. Okay. So it was plus minus, so 18. Assume it's minus 4. Okay. And then multiplication. 7 times 4. That'd be 28. There is no 28. Five. 1 plus 6 is 7. 18 minus 4 is 14. Seven and 4? To add that again, maybe? No? Minus 4 is 14, so that is correct. 4 something with 7. What was subtracted be 3. Okay. 5 times 4? And then 20 divided by 2? What are these symbols? So we've got plus, minus, multiply, and divide. That's not the pattern that it's following, though. 1 plus 6 is 7. 18 minus 4 is 14. Seven plus 4 4. Okay, it's the color coding. Blue means add. Yellow means minus. So pink is going to have to be multiply. Minus 4 is 14. 7 minus 4 is 3. 5 multiply. No, I thought that's what I did. 5 multiplied by 4 would be 20. Oh, okay. 20 minus 10 times 2 would still be 20. Yeah. Oh, all that for 2 keys? Wow. My brain hurts. Well, I understand it now, at least. What I pick, so I guess the archived. The archives was locked, I believe. Am I at a dead end? Wish I had a coat check room so I could drop off some items. The rest are security doors, so we've learned as much as we can. Oh, I gotta remember to hit that west gate right off the spawn. Red cottage, okay, just because of the majority of the rooms being that color. Day 7. Kind of feel like I should have progressed more by now, but we will find out. But yeah, we'll start off by hitting this thing. Kind of like this. Shelter protects you from the negative effects of the next 3 rooms. I'm gonna do the tool shed though. At least we got a little buff to start things off with now. Dang, 46. So it does cost, each one of those counts as a room. It costs 6 steps just to activate that. Get some coins and some extra metal detectors going off. Oh, I guess it just tells me when there's gold in the room. It's not really that handy if you use your eyes. I'm gonna try to find a gem. Oh, whoops. Never mind, I can't come back. now I gotta go back to the library. Okay, so maybe it makes a loose coin every now and then. Maybe drafting strategy. Feel like maybe that's going to tell me something about advanced tactics here. Package will be delivered here the day after drafting this room. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. That's pretty handy. Dang, I got no gems. Watering can for? The watering can allowed me to open green rooms. I think I'm gonna drop this compass off. And so the next run I have. Yeah, the next run I have, I should be able to go to the north quite often. Okay. This floor plan usually drafted adjoining the entrance hall. So I don't have to get to this room to get the item back tomorrow, do I? I hope not. We'll find out. I think I do. That kind of sucks. Nah, I'm not dropping it off. The gold at? Oh, okay. That is pretty handy. Pretty close to the antechamber. Suppose if I hit a dead end, I could drop that compass back off at the coat check. What are gems? Single every die, so I can re-roll the floor plans one time, I guess. I just realized I could have redrawn the floor plan for that. No, I don't think it would have helped me that much. Only one box is true. Only one box contains gems. That's true. The gems are in the white box. That's true. One of these has to be false. This is true, then this one must be false. The gems are in the white box. If this is true... Okay, that makes my head hurt. This one must be false. But it can't be, so this one has to be false. I don't even know if I thought that out correctly. Nope, clearly not. Only one box contains gems. That's true. Only one box is true. Buddy, I don't even know. I've been at it for too long. My brain is a little fried. A free meal. Plus 20 steps plus an additional 10 if you have a showroom in your house. Not yet. I don't know why I'd wanted... Maybe not yet if I have an option. Gotta go with one that travels to the north. Oh no. I wonder, I don't even think I can enter the antechamber through the antechamber through the south door, and that's locked. Boo! See, I can re-roll one room. I guess I still got a chance to get there through the east wing if that door isn't locked. Redraw. Yeah, give me one to the north. Safe code 9083. That was a lie last time. And it's locked. Are we at the end of the road here? Come on now. Oh, for some reason I went deep into here without exploring the other rooms near the entrance. I think I'm going to drop my compass off. And if I... Oh, the dining room. I should have eaten. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's worth it. I'm taking all sorts of missteps. Back in business. Door is locked, correct? Just to make sure. Keys, rather. Commissary is the only... Oh, no. Yeah, let's try this. Shame you cannot open cupboards, and most definitely should have been able to open the bathroom medicine cabinet. Yeah, come to mention it, when I was in there, I didn't look around enough. Hopefully I didn't miss anything there. Oh, dang. Get some gems, even though they won't help me. It's gotta be something I'm missing about how to get to the north easier. Or to the antechamber, rather. Day 8. This is the day. I can feel it. It's probably worth hitting the tool shed, even though it costs 6 steps. Items for trade, but I have no money. I think I'm gonna go with shelter. That'll stop the red runes from affecting me so drastically. And there's a terminal in here. Shelter's time lock safe can be accessed by setting an unlock date and time. You can use any date and time as long as it's at least 1 hour in the future. Once unlocked, the time lock safe will remain open for 4 hours. I don't quite understand it. Measurement of radiation levels detected in the house and surrounding grounds. These readings are often spiked by the experiments conducted in the laboratory. If the reading is 12 USV or higher, emergency protocols will initiate and all doors in the house will automatically unlock. What? I'm just going to set the date on the time lock safe. I don't even know what date it is. Remain where you are for now. Given that the Red Guard is due tomorrow, we've agreed with your plan and have disabled remote access to the other terminals, and have sealed the network mainframe. Regardless of the danger, I am still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the three of you are down there. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. The time lock safe. Oh man, I know what date it is. Oh my god, I know what date it is by when I checked in. I checked out the book in the library. Moment, let me see. It's kind of cheating, but I'm gonna see if on the stream if I can tell when I checked that book out. Oh, what time was that we were in the library? I just have to go back to the library and do it the correct way. Yeah, I don't want to sit here and cheat going back in time. I feel like it was March something. Probably way off base. But it's easy, I think it's easy enough to access this shelter. So the next time I see the library, I can learn what date it is. I don't know how to tell what time it is though, really. That might be the second piece to the puzzle. So I am definitely curious what's in that time lock safe. Seems that the coin purse spawns here either very frequently or all the time. I think just very frequently. All three statements are false. That cannot be true. Two statements are false. The gems are in a box with a false statement. Okay, all three statements can't be false, so this must be false. That one must be false. One of these must be true. The gems are in a box with a false statement would imply that two of these statements are not false, while that one is, for sure. Gems are in a box with a false statement. If that is true, just losing my mind here. If they're in a box with a false statement, then this can't be true. There we go. Okay, I need my compass back. So now I have a lot higher chances of going north. Might as well use the gems and get some more possibilities. Dang, no gems to unlock the security. That does suck. Wish I had a coin. Gotta say, let's get the library. Yeah, we gotta get the library to get that next book. Potential within, we all start as an empty floor plan. To the ambitious young architect, a fresh blueprint represents a world of boundless possibilities. When you are staring at a blank canvas, you have unlimited potential and ideas to explore. But with an abundance of options at your disposal, the architect can also become overwhelmed by the countless choices and decisions that need to be made. Should I draft a hallway or a closet? How many bedrooms do I need in my house? Is passageway really worth 2 gems? All these questions can compound, adding layers of complexity and stress to the design process. That's why it's even more important to develop simple and effective strategies that you can employ while drafting your house to ensure a successful project outcome. In this volume of Architectural Digest, we aim to provide architects with some of those strategies and even assist them in developing their own. Gems, every architect needs them. Although many architects employ different strategies when developing their house designs, most of them agree on one guiding principle: have gems while drafting. One of the most common ways architects draft themselves into a corner is by not having the resources they need when opening a new door. It's kind of ironic because that's just what happened to me. If you lack the gems to consider all 3 presented options, you may be forced to draft a room you do not want. To avoid this predicament, focus on drafting rooms that grant you gems and prioritize acquiring gems as early in the day as you can. This approach is a surefire way to set yourself up for success. Make sure you check for gems in the room before you are in before clicking the door. I do this way too much. Yeah, okay. When you begin drafting a house, it's important to start each day with a solid foundation. Draft early ranks first. A very common mistake beginners make is drafting in a straight line north and ignoring the many unopened doors they have left behind in the entrance hall. I just did that last game. And rooms of the early ranks. When these architects reach the higher ranks, they quickly discover they do not have enough keys or gems to continue. Their day usually ends by returning to the lower ranks to draft rooms from the doors they skipped, only to find rooms and items that would have made all the difference if they had only been found earlier in the day. As the layout to the right demonstrates, even a path of rooms that snakes through the house and does not go in a straight line can also be structurally weak. If you are leaving lots of unopened doors on the ranks behind you, By starting each day on a strong foundation of rooms on the early ranks, you will have a much better chance of finding success when you eventually start heading further into the house. Drafting combos. Another aspect to consider when planning your house is the order in which you draft rooms. For instance, if you draft cloister before terrace, you will be down 3 gems, but if you draft them in the reverse order, cloister would be free. Okay, because green rooms do not cost gems to draft after a terrace. Identifying a synergistic pair of floor plans is an essential first step, but determining the optimal order for drafting those rooms will provide you with an additional advantage, significantly improving your chances of success. A foyer drafted before a great hall would mean that all of its many doors would be unlocked. Drafting a bunk room after nursery will give you 10 extra steps. You won't have to backtrack constantly to collect your gold spread from office if you draft a conference room. The more items you have, the greater your chance of being able to create a contraption in the workshop, of course. So all this seems fairly common sense. 2-pair combos aren't the only form of synergy. You will find some floor plans only work by drafting other ones. So the boiler room connects ducts room to run power to the laboratory, the garage, the laundry room, the furnace, and pump room. Speaking of the pump room, this controls the water level throughout rooms in the estate and can interact directly with the pool, aquarium, greenhouse, kitchen. One of the more simple examples, her ladyship's chamber, has synergy with Lady Epson's other 2 rooms, the boudoir and the walk-in closet, of gaining steps and gems. The utility closet, of course, powers the garage door and grants west path access. The dark room turns lights back on after blowing a fuse. The gymnasium turns lights off to prevent step loss. So to also power down, I suppose, the red effects, or at least for some of them. In the kitchen, you can check which course is being served in the dining room that day. This will allow you the opportunity to draft specific rooms that will make the meal even more delicious. The bunk room also counts as 2 rooms. This will increase the amount of steps granted by master bedroom, the amount of gold spread by tomb. Each time you solve a puzzle in the billiard room or parlor, the difficulty will increase slightly the next time you draft it. Okay, I saw the logic puzzles becoming more complicated. Items randomly spawn. Stuck or don't know what to do in a specific room. Sometimes it's smart to move on. Okay, when in doubt, draft rooms you have never seen before. Although with this volume, we've provided our readers with many potential strategies and tricks to try. We here at Architectural Digest hope that aspiring architects know there's truly no set of blueprint for success. Alright, seems fairly common sense. I don't think I learned anything I didn't already know necessarily. Plus 1 key for each bedroom in your house. We've got 1 bedroom. Commissary would sell me items. And the archives, I actually have the shelter, which will stop the red effect, so I think that's the move. Use up some of our keys. Leads to a room of a color of your choice, but that's going to be blocked. Or no? Let's do the dark room because I have the shelter. I guess it never blew a fuse? Need to bring the magnifying glass here. If I should use my last key or not. suppose I should do the dining room, just in case I need to come back and get steps. Oh, but it's not the correct rank. Well, at least I have 2 exits. Might as well hit security. One gem I haven't picked up, I guess. Locked. Oh, I have no keys. Lose half your steps. I definitely don't want that. Wish I had some keys. The gym is powered down, so I could use that as a pass-through. But I have a lot of money. It would be, yeah, I think it'd be nice to go shopping. Salt shaker. The heck does a sleeping mask do? The first time you enter each bedroom with the sleep mask, gain 5 steps. Well, that's nice. I'm gonna go with the shovel. Commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. I think that's a lie because it's red. Terminal password. I wonder if the magnifying glass will help me with that. Wish I had a gym. Dang. I think I'm gonna do it. I could redraw. I might as well, I guess. My steps, but I'm right there. All right, let's see what's the deal with the antechamber. Well, that sucks. Hopefully we can make it around here. Dang. We can try to re-roll, and that's our last chance. The boudoir will connect the boiler room. No, we don't have gems. We gotta go with the boudoir. It's our last chance. So we have to find a secret lever or something, if I remember correctly. At least we got here once, even though we don't get in. Let me see, do I have a... Coat checks all the way back there, so I can't make it back there. We've got no keys. Dang, so close yet so far away. Somewhere it says there's a hidden lever in order to unlock that, if I'm remembering correctly. But where that is, I do not know. Package will be delivered here this day after drafting, so I guess might as well. If I find the mailroom the next run, it'll give me something. Simon P. Jones, that's me. From Dad. Hey buddy, how's it going up there in that big house? I think most people would be pretty scared being alone for this length of time, but I have a feeling you're doing just fine. I imagine you happy as a clam, perfectly content on the estate with the exploration and opportunities for adventure that present themselves each day. As I'm writing this, you're currently in the garage packing the tent. I wanted to try to post this letter before we depart tomorrow so that it has a chance to arrive during your first few days on the estate, but with all the preparations, I'm not sure that I'm going to find the time. There's so much I want to say, and I'm sure I'll forget to tell you Friday night. Sometimes it's easier for me to just jot this stuff down. You're yelling at me right now to come bring you a pillowcase. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. I can tell you're really excited, but I think you might feel a little guilty about being so happy the day after the funeral. Believe me, I know how long Uncle Herbert worked on setting this up for you, and I know from our conversations just how much happiness this final project brought him. So do both of us a favor, be excited. The house really is amazing. I know it's been almost 7 years since we were last up there, and I'm really curious to hear just how much you remember from those summer trips. You've always been smarter than me at this kind of thing, so I'm not sure how much guidance or inspiration I can offer before your trip that will actually be useful to you. Despite my best intentions, I'm sure that on Friday I'll end up leaving you with a few of my overused cliche expressions when we say farewell. Later, alligator. Dad. P.S. Get some sleep each night and don't spend all your time each day playing Dirigiblocks? Alright, buddy. If I want to play my games, you ain't gonna stop me. The utility room fuse box. More detailed instructions will be sent by electronic mail to the address client as provided. Press any button above to activate blue. Press a blue indicator next to the red indicator to activate purple. 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6th. So that's a useful bit of information. It's been the one thing I haven't understood about the utility box. I'm gonna snapshot that. Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Ravane to center, as he is no longer employed with our staff. What is that? Might need a magnifying glass for that as well. I think this is the end of the road. Go back to that gymnasium just to make sure there's not another way out. I think that door is locked, and I do not have a key. I don't have enough to make it to the coat check to drop anything off. Yep, this is apparently the end of the road for me. I'm gonna call it a day. And on that note, I'm actually going to call it a day. We've figured some things out, though I feel like we haven't made a ton of progress. We have learned enough to get us to the antechamber, though, which is eventually where we need to be. Next time, we're going to try to find the relevant levers that we need and what the trick is to getting into the antechamber. Now, if you've enjoyed, please like, subscribe. If you're just joining, feel free to go back and watch it all. And drop some hints in the comments if you want. Just no spoilers. I kind of want to run it again, but do have things I need to do. So next time we're going to try to figure more things out. Thank you for joining. Remember, like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. And drop a comment. Check out all the other... Thank you, Glork. We will be running it back. Maybe even as soon as later, because I am having quite a bit of fun with this. But until next time, it's Gonk out. Thank you all.